Hello, hello, everyone. We are back.
Hello,
It's Morgan.
and it's me. Welcome.
And who is me?
I'm... Whoa. Hold on. Did we watch this part over? It's all a blur.
No. I mean, we did, but we haven't
Okay.
watched it for this playthrough.
You will get our intoxicating power.
But
I'm Lon.
there we go.
I'm me. No, Leon, no. Oh, no, my sweet bot is okay.
So this is the section where we were kind of looking for another golden egg.
Right.
Remember that?
Yes.
You guys won't remember that, but there was a... Anyway.
Yes. Okay, I remember.
So, last time, I got really irritated. Well, I didn't get irritated. I think I kind of... Like, I'm very passionate about AI art. And I responded, and I feel like I made Lon feel a little bit bad about it. But I really wasn't angry with him or anything. It was just me being passionate about the thing.
He is passionate about the thing.
About the things and the stuff.
And I wasn't really planning on going into my side of it because it's not that important.
Yeah.
So all you need to know is, what do we need to know?
Well, what you need to know is that we have switched encoders for this, and hopefully that means everything will run smoother. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because for us, the actual game is running really smooth.
Yeah.
It's very smooth.
It looks very pretty. Also, you almost got a hat?
That was one of the guys' hat.
Oh, the policia.
The policia. See, like that's the hat he was wearing.
Yeah. He didn't do so well.
No.
I'm
No, he
thinking maybe not so well.
Oh, man. So, just before we started recording this, you'll see we were playing Samurai Showdown, and that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I had forgotten. Like, Samurai Showdown, one of the things that I do like about different fighting games is when they play differently, but well, like each one suits its own style.
Yeah, yeah,
And definitely distinct.
yeah.
So, we are off to talking about different games than the one
Right
we're
away.
playing. Already, we're perfect.
Yes. Well, I was just kind of talking about what we sort of what preceded this.
Yes.
And
that's
where
right.
I
Oh,
was
geez.
going with it, was like how different this oh my goodness, how different this feels, and it's going to take me a little while to get used to it.
Do you have any knifey knives?
I do, but I didn't. You know how I'm saying? That was the point of me saying that, is that I need to like adjust.
Yes.
Like I don't understand or have the capacity to jump between games like like that, you know? Like,
this ain't a cutscene.
yeah.
Press A.
So like this is my Johns, my pre-Johns, my
Okay.
that is why I'm going to suck at the beginning here.
John's was a zombie.
And there's going to be another one, I think. Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Well, he's
Whoa.
kind of weak.
Dang.
So yeah, any mistakes I make for this chapter, I am blaming it on that. So,
Do you think, are you using the Punisher?
yes.
Do you think that maybe it, is able to pierce and hit the things like 2 or 3 times? Like per tentacle?
No. Maybe. I mean, I'm not that much of a crack shot.
Okay. I just don't know.
But this is where we do a lot of like exploring. There's a lot of stuff to do in this chapter.
This is the one right before the church, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, we're going to we have played
Oh, wait.
the original
Okay. I know where we
and
are
this,
now. Okay.
but we've also like we're gonna go deal with
Many hands make light work.
Yep. We're going to go deal with a certain gigantic thing
The lake.
of immense size.
This is the lake. It's that dog. Leon is on point today.
Speaking of that dog,
Uh-huh. What?
hey, it's the
What? I don't know.
Wayshrinker.
What are you trying to get at? What?
Nothing.
Oh, hey,
Everything's fine.
speaking of different games, how is that one game you're playing?
Oh, okay. So, fine. Let's talk about it. Remember last
don't
time?
have to.
No,
That's fine.
I want. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
So last time we played this game, we talked about how Tears of the Kingdom was coming, and I said I didn't have the money to get it. I didn't have. That was true. I didn't have the money to get it. I made a bad financial decision and decided to get it anyway.
Right.
And
right.
you want to know why?
Because you wanted to play it?
Because I wanted to play it, but also, like, okay, when there are those games that are so good that, like, in order to get attention, some people, like, say that they're bad.
What?
Yes, like some outlets, in order to court controversy and get clicks, they'll publish reviews that say that it's bad. And so I saw one of those,
What?
and
Give me an example.
okay, so hold on. I need to adjust things. Perfect. So I saw this review, and it was legitimately infuriating with how transparently it was trying to like court hate clicks. It began by saying something to the effect of, if you were brave enough to admit that Breath of the Wild had more in common with the Wii games than with the golden GameCube era, then yada 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 yada. And it, like, my brain shut down for a second, because the GameCube era and the fucking Wii era are the same fucking era. Like, like, Twilight Princess. Okay, there are two games on the Wii: Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword.
And then they both
And
went
then-
to Wii U
and then
along with
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
So there's only one gold chicken egg there.
I think so.
Okay. There can't be more than one.
There might be if you
Okay.
can get them to, but we're not going to try because we're going to switch
That
saves anyway.
Yeah, that took. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
But it, like, this is where I feel dumb. I can't relate what the article said verbatim. It's just that as I was reading it, what was mentioned in the article was not commensurate with my experience. And it wasn't commensurate with, I mean, I've heard criticisms of Breath of the Wild. They aren't anything new. But, like, there are, I think, well, this is my bias, but I think there are fair criticisms and criticisms that aren't so fair.
And the ones, just so we're on the same page, you, the person who is a big fan of the game, you get to say what is or is not a fair criticism?
Well, if I like, I like the game,
Right.
but even I can recognize its faults.
Okay.
Right? And when someone talks about something that I think actually makes the game good as a thing that makes it bad, like durability, for example. Like that's a big talking point about how much people don't like durability. And for me, there are two responses to that. One, I was never hurting for a weapon. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that it made every encounter and every bit of exploration meaningful, fun, and engaging.
Okay.
Like, that was the part. So when someone says that, hey, I don't like that, I mean, there's a difference. They're saying that they don't like it. That's fine. But if it didn't have that, I wouldn't like it. So to me, it's like a criticism that I ignore.
So if the durability, like if it was infinite, let's say,
Yeah.
you
It would be
would not
boring.
like it.
It would be Skyrim.
It would be weird. Like it seems like definitely a central mechanic to the
Yeah.
game. But anyway, keep going.
I think it adds a lot of interest, and I see that in this game as well, with the durability of the
The
that's
knife?
wrong of the knife.
Mm.
It might be this one.
It's tricky.
There we go.
I haven't played it enough.
But
Ooh, that guy looks like a ne'er-do-well.
but yeah, it just the that particular article,
Mm-hmm.
like, it wasn't even that the person had like an opinion that didn't go with the grain. It was cynical. Like I said, I felt like it was written to get attention, and that's what I find annoying. When I find someone who, like you, like, we definitely have our arguments about games and things that work and don't work, but
Cool.
you're doing it because you actually are that way. So
Okay,
like,
hold on. What is that way? Just so...
no comment.
Yeah, okay. Go on. Because, I mean, we can talk... Okay. You know what? But finish up with your article discussion first, and then we'll go on to
Okay.
my opinions about Breath of the Wild.
So anyway, the article was like, for me, a barometer, because if you're trying to get clicks by saying something is bad because most people won't agree with you, then maybe it's something worth looking into. And literally everyone I have talked to, everyone that I trust, and everyone else who's played the game, that Breath of the Wild, has been like, this is Breath of the Wild, but better. And I'm like, okay, I'm there. I loved Breath of the Wild. That's all I needed to hear. And so, like, I spite bought it, basically. And
Okay. You don't
and-
regret it, though.
no, I don't. It's
Okay.
actually fucking fantastic. Like,
Well, there you
it's
go.
so... This has actually been a really good year for games, but it's like nothing good that came out this year so far has been anything whose design isn't at least 5 years old. Or 6 years old.
Oh, yeah. We were talking last time about the sequel, or the remakes.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Speaking of durability mechanics, I occasionally play games with them, and I keep expecting Leon's boat to break.
Yeah.
After you hit the walls a bunch of times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, what?
Well, that mechanic is in there later, but it's just not there now.
Is it?
Yeah, there is a durability. Well, it's a health bar
Okay.
for a thing.
All right, we'll figure that out later. Were you done with the thing?
Well, the only thing I'll say is that I am fucking loving. I almost called it Breath of the Wild. I am loving Tears of the Kingdom.
Breath of the Tears of the
It's
Waker Wind.
it's great. I like what they've done with it. I have no complaints. I am actually recording a solo playthrough right now because, like, the only way. So, like, I'm working a lot. The only way I can justify playing games is if I churn it into work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Welcome to the modern world. Do you
You know-
like to enjoy yourself? Well, you better make it productive.
Yeah, so that's sort of what I am doing. I'm basically, it's going to take me forever, but I'm basically stealing an hour away from all the stuff that I have to do and, like, recording myself playing the game. I like having you to bounce off of and, like, to have conversations with. I think that makes
Thank you.
things more interesting. It's a lot of fun. It's very difficult doing it on my own. And when I upload, I realize, it's very dry. In fact, there are probably already episodes of it uploaded by the time this gets uploaded. But I understand. I am not Markiplier. I am not Jacksepticeye. I'm not any of those people who've made a career acting wacky.
They're super good at acting wacky.
Oh no, they're great. It's a real talent. It's very. I am not putting them down at all. I am just not them. I can't do it. But,
So, okay, well, first off, the dungeons. That was like your big thing.
yes,
You wanted
I
Zelda,
haven't-
but dungeons. So,
I haven't gotten there yet. I don't know if they're.
Well, how about the shrines
the
the
shrines
shrines-
are pretty much the same.
that are not
that I've done so far. I've only to give you an idea of how long it's taking. It is the weekend.
Right.
The game has been out for like a few days. Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot him in the balls.
How do you know that would do anything anymore?
I didn't. So it's been out for a few days, and normally, with how I would play games in my youth, I'd be like halfway done already.
Right.
But I have to. Hi. I have to play a certain way.
Oh, knife! Oh, you have another one.
Yes, I have plenty. I think the one with a circle next to it is the one that's selected.
Ah.
So.
Okay. Cool.
But. So I haven't gotten very far. I've basically just completed the like intro section where you get all of your powers and stuff. And I am in. I've just entered like what I assume is the main village. But we will see.
Okay. Cool. I love how you posted the how the shrine entrances look like something.
Oh yeah.
That shall not be named.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that on Twitter and I'm like, God damn it.
It does.
It does.
Like when I looked close, I was like, oh, those aren't hands at all. But it looks like that.
Yeah.
Because pattern seeking monkey brain.
Yes. 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 See, we developed a pattern seeking brain to
gee whiz.
to suss out threats, and in the early age of the internet, that image was a threat.
Oh boy. Jesus. So
and it's wildly inappropriate to talk about that and this at the same time.
It kind of is. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I told my dad was like, oh, okay, so you're gonna play like that fighting game, and I said, well, no, we're also gonna play this sort of horror game. And as soon as I said horror, he asked, like, does, like, a young girl get killed? And I was like, yes. I was like, they didn't in the original, but yes, they do now.
Did you see the upload of that?
No.
Well, I uploaded the first episode of it. So I can't upload everything all at once.
Right.
Because of my data limit.
Right. Uh-oh.
You know what? Let's eat an egg.
Oh. So delicious.
Oh no.
Why don't you eat an herb and then it'll give you room for that other herb?
Yeah, you're right. You are right. When you write, you write. But yeah, so I can only upload maybe one or because like each one of these files is like fucking 8 gigs.
Yeah.
So
they're large.
They're large.
Wait, was that it?
Yeah, that's it over there.
Wow.
I think.
Okay.
Let me double check. I think this is just in there to create like a connection between the opening. Like
I still don't understand
on.
why that was exactly necessary, but
I don't think it was. I think they just wanted to put it in there to make it scarier, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. I mean, it does make it seem more like a slasher.
Oh, that's the other thing. Up here was a bobblehead. But I already got it on another save.
Thing. Okay.
So
got it. Okay, what were you saying now?
But yeah, so I'm only going to be able to upload maybe a couple of these a week, a few of these a week until I figure out exactly how much I am using.
You could cut that by just lowering the resolution a whole bunch.
It's not the resolution. It's the bitrate. Bitrate and resolution are different.
Oh, geez. Oh, gee whiz.
Bitrate is about, like, keeping everything clear, even at lower resolutions.
Okay.
And that's what I want to do. Oh, God.
Nice shot.
Come here.
Oh, jeez.
Well, there's that.
It's a Muppet. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh no. Muppet dog. Oh. Maybe a shotgun time.
Off me.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. You know what it's time for?
Grenades? Oh, yeah.
Because that still works.
Oh, good. Oh.
Of course,
okay,
now
well.
he's going to come out. Oh, shit. I can't eat that. Fuck it. Are you going to come through? Yes, you are.
We no longer open doors. That was in our monkey brain, which we no longer have. Good lord, that was a spicy encounter. For a
Yeah.
little space.
For a little thingy, yeah. Okay, let me look at my... Because there's still, like, stuff to get.
Diamondy stuff.
Yeah, all the diamonds. Diamonds are treasure.
And an exclamation point.
Exclamation point, I think, means that they're in something that's locked. But I think I have something that'll open the lock. I think... Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Dang.
So... Gold bar.
Aw, yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting all this stuff, considering we're gonna switch saves. But,
That is a good point.
you know, I want to get it just in case.
You gotta stay in shape.
Yeah. Plus, it lets me warm up or cool
Yeah,
down
Exactly.
after
The thing.
you know,
The
the other
stuff.
game. But
The showdowns.
yeah, so like so far this year I have had I have played no, don't need to watch that. I've played at least 3 games that I would consider game of the year contenders. And none of them are like featuring design from 2023.
Okay.
So you have Metroid Prime, which is, I mean, it's a remake. All the geometry and everything has been remade, and like it has a new control scheme and all that. And but it's still basically the same game.
Okay.
So and so far, even though I haven't played much of it, unless like it fucks up dramatically, Tears of the Kingdom is game of the year material. And finally this game.
Okay.
And all of them are remakes or primarily feature design from, like, there's nothing new this year.
Right.
You know?
Well, hey, there's a thing over there. Well, I was going to say something about, I think, Breath of the Wild. What was I going to say? Well, mostly it was like, you know, I heard all the stuff and I was like, okay, sorry, that's probably a little vague. I heard all of the good and a couple bad reviews back when Breath came out, and I wasn't all that interested, honestly, because I haven't really been into Zelda in like a long time.
That is so weird to say, or so weird to hear, I should say.
No, I mean, it's like I'm way into like wanting to try it, but like I haven't been into a Zelda game. Anyway, that's not important. The important thing is that, so like I didn't have much of a dog in the race, and that kind of included the durability problem. And so like then I tried Zelda, and I've put a fair amount of hours into Breath in the Wild, and it's like I can't really say that I like the game. The durability thing is like I mean, it's just not a real point of contention. So it's like, if that's the hill people want to die on, that's fine. Before I came over, because, you know, we were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, and I started, you know, thinking about what I don't like about Breath of the Wild's durability system, and most of it has nothing to do with durability. It's like there are too many games that I enjoy that have durability mechanics. So that on its own is not going to be like any kind of deal breaker.
Okay.
But I reinstalled it a couple days ago, and I'm gonna just kind of give it a refresher run around, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know. I guess that for me, it may just boil down to something as simple as I don't think that it feels good to play. And that's just, that's very subjective.
Yeah.
And, but at the same time, I don't really, hate the game. It's just sort of like, I do get irritated when people say that it's like the best thing ever and like a 10 out of 10 because
that's what I forgot to do.
I don't see that. But I also don't see it being this horrible game that's just awful and everybody should hate it.
Okay, three responses there. The reason why it surprises me so much that you're not into Zelda is that when we were working together at the theater, you would bring in your Game Boy with the old Legend of Zelda. So I thought, it was one of your favorite games. That's the first thing.
Right.
Second thing, regarding people not liking it, it's not that people don't like it. I mean, like you say, you don't like the way it feels. Fine. I have no argument against that. It's more like people using their own individual experiences and responses to things to put down the people around them. That bothers me. That gets under my skin.
You mean no true gamer would like this game?
Well, if you like this, clearly you're stupid. This is excuse me for all the likes, but you ever seen those videos that are like, X is bad, here's why? It's meant to put you down for liking something, and that really gets under my skin. And finally, with regards to Zelda being the best game ever, it's one of those things that, how can I put this? It's like, it's something that, at the very beginning, I'm not that into. If that makes any sense. That, it wouldn't be, for the first hour, I wouldn't say that Breath of the Wild is one of the best games ever. But by the time credits roll, it is because of a preponderance of everything that happens within it. It's a slow burn. It's God, the only analogy I have is a sex act, and I can't really. It's like that thing that you don't think you'll enjoy at first, and at first you're like, I don't like this, and by the end it's like the most intense orgasm you've ever had.
Well, to be fair, I have not finished it.
So that's my thing.
So the orgasm is still forthcoming.
Yeah. So they're and I hate that that's the only way I can think of to relate it. But I can completely get someone playing a few minutes or even a few hours of it and being like, I don't get why everyone loves this so much. For me, the big there's always that moment that turns you around, right?
Okay.
And for me, that big moment was an island where, in order to complete the island, it takes away everything from you.
Oh yeah, that was one of the best parts. I think, so far.
Yeah, I love that part. That part sold me on it, and it changed how I played the game from that point forward.
Oh, God, that just looks horrifying. Oh God.
So yeah, I get where you're coming from. and I have no problem. Like, it's not on. Like, we were having a discussion today in the Discord about how much I really hate the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and I felt kind of bad because there's Sigma guy in our thing really likes it, and I didn't. I'm gonna have to ask him about it, but I was afraid that he saw it as me like putting him down because he liked it and I didn't, and I just really didn't. I wish I liked it. Like, that's my attitude towards it. I wish I liked it.
Okay.
But I don't. I think it's bad. And I think it's really shitty when people put other people down for the things that they like. You know? And unfortunately, that's kind of the reality of some criticism and of some people on the, you know, who online who are talking about stuff. Oh, God.
Jeez. I think it'd be funny to overdub all the Ganados lines with just like really cheesy, "You're gonna die a whole lot." Because that's pretty much what they're saying.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. So, Guardians of the Galaxy number 3, no good.
I didn't like it.
Possibly no good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that is, like, for example, if you, Zelda 1, like, I would not say that I super enjoy playing it as much as I used to, but I do still think it's an amazing game. And,
that's fair.
Like, oh jeez,
God.
oh gee whiz, nice block. Oh, can you kick him off? Yes.
I missed it.
Be like, you're going down, and then you kick him off the ledge. Yeah. Thank you very much. That was on purpose. Boy.
He's not having a good day.
No, it's just a bad day for Ganado number 57.
But yeah, it's been we've been playing for half an hour and we've spent most of it talking about Legend of Zelda.
That's okay. We're gonna do that more. So like, what was I gonna? Because like
you were talking about the original.
Oh well, like back to Breath of the Wild is that like I don't.
I know you're
like for example, if I'm like, hey Morgan, I like the combat in Bloodborne because it's real nifty and I enjoy it. There's no like, you would not be like, huh? I simply cannot understand what you're talking about. I find Bloodborne's combat very stiff and I don't like it very much. I mean, you might think that, but like...
But that's what game feel is. I mean, I've heard people kind of describe...
oh, jeez.
Games criticism as being more akin to food criticism than...
That's pretty fair.
Than, you know, like a movie, you know? And I think that's true. I think, you know, if I were to do video game reviews, I would approach them as food rather than, you know, anything else. And because it's like food, that means that everyone's tastes are different, you know? You can only talk about your experience. And like when someone talks about their experience, that's one thing. But like imagine you go to like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, right? And you really have it in for Gordon Ramsay, but he fixes you the best food possible and you still say that it's bad. Particularly because you don't like Gordon Ramsay and or you want the publicity from saying that something that everyone that a lot of people like is actually bad. You know, like I appreciate genuine opinions. Like we don't like this entire conversation we haven't necessarily been like yeah totally. Right. But you present a genuine opinion. And I appreciate that. I think that is valuable.
Thank you. I I think that like that with Breath of the Wild, I don't think that like Link necessarily like if you've played Ocarina of Time a bunch, and you know
Yes.
how like if you go back and play it, it looks fucking weird. It's like he is moving at what, like 5, whatever the frame rate is. He looks like he's like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah.
And even though Breath of the Wild is a newer game, he still kind of moves like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, so fine so far, but then they want to add in like, oh my God, all this other stuff. And even that's still very subjective. I guess, you know, there's other things like all the shrines are kind of fucking lame. I'm sorry. Not all of them. A lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's a hot take. You
No,
know?
that's completely fair.
Like
They're
when
like
you-
little tiny portal puzzles. Like you know how Portal had like, you know how Portal had that section, Portal 2 specifically, had that section where Wheatley takes over and he makes his own test.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, there's got to be a mod that does that. Somebody, somewhere where you get to the end and instead of like the emaciated monk, it's just fucking Wheatley.
Yeah.
And he's like, so, did you like my test? You know?
Yeah.
And yeah.
So some of them feel like they're made by Wheatley. You know, is that
And-
fair?
Yes.
Is that kind of...
And then, like, the thing is that some of the puzzly stuff is going to appeal to some people, not so much others. Fine, whatever. But I guess on the whole, I'm gonna have to, you know, we'll talk again when I play a little more of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a few hours. I have like 60 hours.
How far did you get to the? Did you get to the end? Did you get to all the
I
stuff?
don't know. I think I can go to the castle.
Well,
but I
you
mean,
can go to the castle from the beginning.
Well, I think I've got all the critters,
Ah, okay.
all the magic, the magic elephant and the magic hawk and the magic
There's
camel
4. Might be one more that you need to get.
and the water. No, the,
Okay, so
the
you got
elephants.
you got all of them.
Elephants, the water thing. And you know, so I think that my favorite aspect of it by far is running around and just like exploring and stuff,
Yeah.
climbing around and, you know, gliding down and doing all that stuff. And then I can't really say I enjoy combat. I think that, you know, like you said, that it's about the right tool for the right job. And
also dodging and parrying at the right time. That's where I find a lot of enjoyment. Like there is a way where you can, like, if you play the master version, you run into Lionels at the very beginning, and there is a way to play that game so that you can take on the Lionels without any problem. And that's very satisfying to get to that point where you understand the game enough that you can, you know.
Is that like where you can reflecty stuff with your shield, or is
it's where you are able to jump on their back and like stab them a lot, and there's a whole thing to it,
and that's cool.
And like once you figure that out and how to do it, then it's like a lot more enjoyable. But I do understand where you're coming from. I do. You know, speaking of stuff like that, the other thing is, like, who we are as people change. And, like, one of the, to bring it back to this game for a moment, one of the things that I find most astonishing about this game is that the updates, so, like, I have a tough time, personally, playing the original. Like, I don't like getting stuck in one place. And, like, it's not scary, it's not fun, I'm not engaged, and other games have done it better at this point. Like, I would rather play Dead Space. I would rather play the Dead Space that came out in 2008 than the original Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
That's just my feeling. And so I feel like a lot of games have done what that has done better. And the minor systemic updates to this have really revitalized it for me. Have really made me enjoy this. I would play this over the Dead Space remake.
Wow.
Like, I think this is... Oh, that's right. The other game that came out this year that was really good is Dead Space.
Mm.
So there are 4 games that
That's
I would
pretty good.
consider. But, yeah, so... But who you are as a person changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really like the original Resident Evil 4 that much anymore. And, like, another example would be Kingdom Hearts. When Kingdom Hearts first came out... When Kingdom Hearts first came out, I was not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I was, to put it mildly, like, you played Kingdom Hearts 2 years before I did, and you were way more positive on it.
Was I really?
Yeah, you were positive on it. You were like, this is pretty good, you know? Like,
I was wrong.
yeah.
I was so incredibly wrong. If you enjoy it, don't let me say that you can't enjoy it. I'm just saying, don't say that it's a good game, objectively, and expect me to be like, yes, that is an opinion that I agree with a whole lot. Because I don't agree with that.
Yeah, no, I am with you. Okay. I can buy a bunch of stuff. Let's get that.
Well, okay, so,
That.
like, one of the other things now that's bringing me back is that one of the problems I have with Resident Evil 4, the original, is the same I have with Breath of the Wild. And my biggest problem with Zelda 1, which is that it relies a whole lot on freeze time menu switching. And I don't know what, like, I just got to a point where I very much prefer that you can't pause during, like, the game, like for combat. You know, I guess.
I vehemently do not agree, but I respect the opinion.
Well, I'm not saying, like, never, you know, like, but I think that it usually adds to the game.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
When you can't pause. And so, like, when games are forced to soup up their UI to more facilitate, okay, I need this now and this now and this now, and I can't go searching through my backpack for 3 hours and freeze time. It usually, and I say usually, definitely not always, forces them to clean it up some. And, like, in Breath of the Wild, as in Resident Evil 4, it's like, okay, can you hold on, monster? Okay, I'm just gonna rummage around, maybe cook a meal, make a nice banana smoothie, you know, repair my stuff, make a thing. And it breaks flow in combat that is already, for me, not enjoyable. And that's just...
I think it really depends on how you do it and how, you know, because, like, I can, in Resident Evil 4, pause to go into the menu, but I also have this.
Yeah, you have the thing.
I have the thing.
Which is nice.
And I also think that Legend of Zelda is designed in a way where you don't necessarily have to play that way.
No, I don't think you have to, but lest we forget, and this is an unfortunate crux of the argument, I'm not good at video games. So, like...
Oh, that's a piece of wood.
That is a piece of wood. That's not a fish. Fuck you, fish.
It's around here somewhere.
Oh, there he is. Oh, hi, Leon. Nice to see you. Oh,
I don't know why he throws another one.
Why?
You have betrayed me. Okay.
For this lake, you put your life on the line. Nobody appreciates it.
And here we go. But yeah, so...
Okay.
It's just... And the thing about games being more like food than than like a movie is that's kind of why I stopped doing reviews, because like I as an example, when I played through Final Fantasy 15
Mm.
the first time,
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I think I
played
remember
it.
that.
I played it enough to get the platinum, and I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait for DLC."
Mm.
And they took so long to get to DLC that by the time the DLC came out, when I went back to it, I was like, "Ugh, I don't want to play this anymore." You know? And the thing is that even though that was my experience, it didn't
Well done deserves payment in
it
kind. Will that be all then? Pleasant.
my initial experience was still my initial experience, and I personally think it was still valid. It was still meaningful. I still enjoyed it. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't.
Well, sure.
But you know, even within like a few months, my taste completely changed, or the flavor wasn't what I enjoyed or needed.
Mm. Is
You
it
know?
is it giant time?
I think it might be giant time.
Okay.
Let me make sure I have everything. Hold on. Let me see if I can craft. I'm gonna need one of these. Oh well, another one. And I think I only need. Well, I'll craft if I need it.
Did
But I
you
have-
give him all the snakes? You did, right?
I did.
Okay.
You can still get snakes and eat them.
Got it.
They're a health item.
Got it. Got it.
I got a ton of grenades. I think we're good.
Okay.
Unless I forgot to do something, which is entirely possible.
We're gonna find out. Did you save?
Yeah, I just did.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was messing with you that time.
Yes.
All right. So you were saying. What were you saying?
Well, I totally forgot because now I have to concentrate. So
Are you sure you have to?
yes, I am sure I have to concentrate. I will say I like the intro to this in the original way more, because like they have like all these guys.
Yeah.
That guy is a motherfucker.
What is so bad about that guy?
Oh, you
Keep
will
saying
see.
it.
You will see.
Okay.
We didn't get to him last time, but we're going to get to him probably this time.
Okay.
And I will purposefully not make a beeline to killing him so you can see how much bullshit he is.
Oh. Oh no. Oh boy, that guy just looks very angry. Arg! Oh, my feet. Nice. Boy, he just looks even more gruesome.
Yep.
Ah!
Let go of me.
Do you even get the chance to dodge?
I think there is, but I missed it.
Oh, right in my giant face.
Hi.
Oh, no!
It's that dog.
I wonder when that's going to stop being funny.
It will never stop being funny. I have another one.
Yeah, I mean, things definitely change.
Oh, god damn it. Made me waste it.
No!
The animation is still fucking awful.
What?
Okay, I need that.
Yeah!
Really not a lot. You know what? We're gonna
Is it time for a thing?
make a thing.
All right.
See, this is why I like this crafting system. Well, I'm gonna wait. For him to throw that. I don't want it to eat my thing again. All right, come here, buddy.
Oh, jeez.
Give it a couple of shots. Brr, brr, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, now I'll never get my degree.
Oh, I didn't press it in time. That's fine.
Oh, you lived.
That's fine. I lived.
Good
Magic
job.
pixel. Let's go. Come here. Imagine if I could aim. Oh, fuck.
Okay, I'll imagine it.
I'd be unstoppable. Blah, blah.
All those years at the piano wasted.
That would be funny.
Like, I want to see because the Plagas for that one is so huge, I want to see him, like, light a cigarette.
Get to that church.
Or
Yeah.
just better yet, hey, I'm dying. Do you have a smoke? You give
Yeah,
him one, he takes
yeah.
it with his little tentacle. I never thought it'd end up like this. What a world, huh?
Well, there's like a whole thing about his lore and his thing, and he was eating like he was causing the village to starve because he was basically eating entire cows.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
like you see all the
jeez.
cow bones here and shit.
Ah.
But yeah, so let's get
That was
the rest of our.
before he became giant?
Well, he was born that way.
Oh.
He just started growing it like a few months.
Oh, jeez. That's nasty.
Yeah. Let us craft and craft and do that. Okay, I think we're in a decent spot.
Neat.
Oh, what I can do,
Well,
I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
no,
put
that's
this
right.
in the.
I was like, isn't this where we switch? No. No, it's
No,
not.
no, it is not. And then. And then, okay, I think that's everything I can get. So my supplies aren't completely gone.
Mm.
And I'm going to go say goodbye to that dog.
Thanks, bud.
Good dog.
Good dog. The goodest boy.
But you can't pet him, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, well.
Okay. Got a ton of bullets.
There's only so much you can do, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can't even pet the dog in Tears of the Kingdom. Not to bring the conversation back to that, but
Seriously?
that was the first thing, I thought of.
Wow,
Yeah,
that seems like an oversight or an undersight.
I think oversight is the right word.
How can you
I
have
don't.
all the options and not pet the dog? Gee whiz. Immersion ruined.
Yeah,
0 out of 10.
yeah. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. The bullshit criticisms.
Well, okay. Honestly, my favorite criticism of Breath of the Wild is a bullshit criticism, and that was from Steph Sterling with her, the best Zelda game of the series wasn't even made by Nintendo. It was made by,
Is he? Did they say CDI?
No, they said Hyrule Warriors, which is good.
No, absolutely not. Okay, well, whatever. That's not. Sterling is entitled to their opinion.
Look, I think that in that case, they may or may not have been, as the British say, taking the piss.
I mean, yeah,
I think that at that point,
but
They were
like
just-
like here's the thing:
Right.
responding to them taking the piss is how they grow. As it's something they feed off of, and so I refuse
well, you seem kind of bitter about that.
a little bit, Okay, I am only ever bitter at people pissing off other people just to make money. If you're pissing off other people because it's who you are, good on you.
I'm pretty sure it's in their DNA, you might say.
Maybe.
But on the other hand, people gave him a lot of crap, and they gave Breath of the Wild a 7 out of 10. So it's not like they were saying it was crap. That was one of the things that,
it's like, okay.
But the more people gave them crap, they were like, oh, my time has come.
yeah. But, for me, it's more like, it's the American grading system.
Oh, God.
For us, getting a 7 out of 10 is actually bad in our grading system. So I think that's why people don't respond well.
I don't like numbers anymore. I'm just like you were saying, like, you can't even really do a review. It's just got to be like, this is the game, this is what I like, that's it.
Yeah, well, plus you got to find reviewers that you trust. I really trust Easy Allies. The stuff that they make kind of coincides with my perspective. So although I don't always agree with everything they say, usually it's it gives me a good barometer. It'll be rare that if they say something is really great that I don't like it.
Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Good try.
Easy with that.
Jeez.
My name's Leon. I'm here in the president's orders, and that went well.
Mousley, come back!
Hey, it's dangerous outside. You need to listen to me.
What is that? Over there?
Well, I'm no expert, but it appears
something
to
bad.
be. Oh, jeez. Do they have the lady, the babushka Ganados with all bandaged up and chainsaws?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. I missed those. Those are freaky.
In fact, that's where we were just about to go into them in the original save.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right, here we go. Chapter end.
So we're going to save here, and we're going to go, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining us for our conversations about anything but this game, practically. But we will see you all next time.
Have fun and more just exciting, thoughtful, shall we say poignant points about today's video entertainment.
Yep. Oh boy.
Bye.